Okay, we're back. Let me change this to Act 2 now. And, oh god, Act 2. It's kind of the lowest point of Cold Steel 2, and it's probably the longest. Like, it has its moments, and it's open-ended. That's the real problem, because it's open-ended. And it's gonna drive me nuts. I'll explain why soon. For those that don't know.
If that is all, I will return to a state of inactivity.
Thanks for all you've done, Valimar. I'll be counting on you if anything else comes up.
Acknowledged. Prepare yourself for your next encounter with the Azure Knight, my awakener.
Don't worry, I will. We lost last time, but I know that's not all I'm capable of. As long as we're all together, I know I can get stronger.
I eagerly await your results.
Looks like he went to sleep.
So, this is what the Great Ashen Knight looks like up close, huh? I've heard all manner of rumor about it, but I never expected I'd stand in the presence of a legend.
I can't possibly begin to thank you enough. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come to my aid. Thank you, really. And that goes for everyone else, too. Thanks for coming to rescue me, guys.
Look at that smile.
We're just happy you're okay.
Just don't scare us like that again, alright?
Oh, and on the belated note, very belated note, is the audio okay for you guys? Balance woes and everything?
True. We were all on edge waiting for you to get back.
And yet you somehow managed to come out unscathed with Her Highness in tow.
You make it sound like it was easy. Well, easy or not, it was worth going on board. I got plenty of useful info out of it. So funny enough, I'd say their invitation worked to my benefit more than theirs.
And just in case,
I guess there's no harm in looking at the positives now that all's said and done.
Look at you, acting mature and all grown up. Brings a tear to my eye.
Looks like we have some catching up to do.
I'd like to follow Reen's lead and extend my thanks to each of you as well. Thank you, all of you. And, dear brother, it's a relief to see you safe and sound. Though I never pictured my great escape would end with you in this airship of all things.
We did time our appearance fabulously, if I do say so myself.
well, he's one for dramatics.
My only regret is that we weren't able to blow in with a storm of rose petals when we boarded them. Perhaps I should have asked Emma to look into the feasibility of making such a magnificent entrance.
Oh man, that would have been so cool!
Well, it's probably not impossible.
Now you're just being silly.
Sounds about right for our prince.
Exactly.
Well, at the very least, I'd say we're clear of any immediate danger. And given this opportunity, I'd like to sit down with you to discuss our situation and exchange any pertinent information. But first, I think we have a few more reunions to celebrate.
Reen!
Hey guys.
Toa! George! I thought I heard your voices when we started flying away from the Pantagruel, so you were on board too?
You bet. Good to see you, Reen.
Whoa!
Reen the ladies, man.
It's really you. You're really okay. No sooner had we found out that you were still alive, we got told you had been taken by the Alliance. We've been so worried about you.
I'm a real troublemaker, aren't I? Sorry, Toa, but I'm glad to see you and George made it out okay. Everything I've said to you has been at the back of my mind ever since we parted ways in Trista, and it's kept me going every step of the way. So, thank you.
Oh. You remembered. You promised me you wouldn't die. And you didn't. We still need to work on that one, but I know you're not the kind of guy who'd go back on his word.
See? Green's a guy you can count on.
Hey, George.
Nice to see you're holding up okay. Still can't believe you made it through all that fighting in Trista in one piece, but... well, here you are.
Good to see you again, George. But how'd you two end up on the Courageous to begin with?
We'll bring you up to speed once we all sit down for our meeting. There's a conference room on one of the upper floors. We can meet there when you're ready. The Courageous began its independent operations right before Heimdall was first occupied. I realized what the Alliance was planning, so I gathered a skeleton crew, met with Viscount Arcade, and we hurried straight to Trista, where we found your classmates locked in combat with the Azure Knight.
I see. That explains why you were in Trista.
I shudder to think what would have happened if not for the Courageous's timely appearance. What have you been doing since then, Father? I hadn't heard anything about your whereabouts until now.
Eventually, we were able to shake off the Azure Knight's pursuit. And we've been traveling around the country ever since, preparing to find you and take you on board.
George and I haven't been here long. The principal managed to get in touch with the Courageous without anyone noticing and sent us here.
He did?
I hope he's still alright. By the way, what happened to Major Vander? You two are always joined at the hip.
Yeah, you could say that.
Ah, alas, he is currently indisposed. His military obligations have him heading up the 7th Armored Division in Western Erebonia. They're working with your former instructor, Major Neidhart, as well.
With him too? So he's over in the west now.
Huh. I should have known the 4th Armored Division's ace wouldn't get his ass kicked so easily.
Oh, right. Dad said he'd heard from him too, remember?
Still, the west side of the country contains Marquis Hyarm Sutherland Province.
Oh, it's Marquis. I keep saying Marquis. Marquis.
Along with Duke Cayenne's Lemaire Province.
I'm just pouring myself some iced tea.
The fighting there would no doubt be even more fierce than it is here in eastern Erebonia.
Correct. A large percentage of the Imperial Army's military strength still remains intact. But the Noble Alliance forces' constant attacks have put them at a disadvantage. On top of that, a number of townships in the region have been caught in the crossfire and suffered great losses.
But no one dies in Kiseki games.
That's terrible.
I'd heard as much, but it still pisses me off to hear it.
With the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions occupied on the eastern side of the country, one can only assume the Noble Alliance intends to use that as an opportunity to crush the forces in the west.
Yeah, but they're not stupid. I bet the army in the west is putting up a pretty good fight by themselves.
It's too early to call things just yet.
An astute assessment. The situation in the Western Theater could change at a moment's notice.
Right. But that means we're uncertain what course to pursue now. And having said that, we have a question to pose to all of you. The question, really. With the whole of the Empire caught in the throes of civil war, what exactly do all of you intend to do from here on out?
Yep, that's the question.
Us?
We were in the midst of discussing that when Rean was taken to the Pantagruel, in fact.
This is a full-on war, and our fellow Erebonian countrymen stand on both sides. No one here is delusional enough to think that a group of students like us are capable of stopping it by ourselves. Still, during our field studies, we found ourselves up against the problems this nation faces again and again.
Time for a friendship speech. Kind of friendship speech.
And because we have that experience, I believe there's a place for us to change things in all this. A part only we can play.
Well, it's more anime speech.
We may not be able to compete head-on with the Alliance, but together, we can move things in the right direction for Erebonia as a whole.
That was wonderful, Reen.
Still, we aren't all gathered here for the same reasons. Be it rescuing Elise or settling things with Crow, we've all got something that we personally want to accomplish. But accomplishing those things won't be possible with the situation as it stands. And that's why, no matter how stacked the odds are against us, or how fierce the fighting becomes, we want to put everything we have into making all the difference we possibly can, in whatever way we can. I think I speak for everyone in Class 7 when I say that.
You bet.
I agree completely.
We may all come from different walks of life, but this time, that can work for us.
Yep. Friendship speech, alright.
Exactly. We have something no one else does, and because of that, we can do things no one else can.
And what kind of class would we be if we didn't take advantage of that to protect the people and things we love?
As well as find our own answers to the questions we have looming over us.
As Reen said, however big or small it is in the long run, we have a place in this war, and we have every intention of following it.
Sounds like it'll be a pain, though.
No biggie. We're Class 7. Throw in a few of Reen's trademark speeches and we're raring to go.
Good line.
Look at you kids.
You all sound like you've really thought long and hard about this.
That's the Class 7 I'm proud to serve.
And you guys aren't the only ones who feel that way. Everyone at Thor's has something to bring to the table. Remember the Academy's motto? Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was what Principal Van Dyke said to us at the welcoming ceremony.
The words of Dreikel's the Lionheart serve to inspire us to this day, it would seem.
Of course. They ring as true as ever.
It's like you didn't even have to think about it. You guys just knew.
Yeah, you should be proud of yourselves. And it's true that Thor students are scattered all over the country right now. But I'm sure that each and every one of them are fighting too, and they feel the exact same way that you guys do.
I understand. Your Highness.
Indeed. I figured you would have already given it some thought, but I wasn't expecting such a stirring conviction. But I think this at least settles the matter of what course to take. If you would do the honors, Captain.
As you wish. We're about to do something neither side would ever expect us to do. We're going to entrust this ship to you.
Yep.
From here on out, the Courageous is yours to command as you see fit.
You know, run by a bunch of ragtag students. Ragtag bunch of students.
What? Father, would you mind elaborating?
It means exactly what it sounds like. The operation of this ship will be left entirely to your discretion. I imagine your journey to make a difference in this war needs a home base to begin from.
Well, yes, but...
But then what will you do?
We plan to disembark and make our way to the western provinces. Once there, we'll begin working with the 7th Armored Division and the other neutral forces in the region. The intention is to ensure that as few innocents as possible are harmed by this conflict.
I was actually worried this airship might prove a bit too conspicuous to aid us in pursuing that goal. But with us headed west, we'd be leaving all of eastern Erebonia in your hands.
Wow.
I see. That does make the most logical sense.
Kinda. If we got the Courageous, we could give our third faction some real weight. Neither side could afford to ignore us.
The whole neutrality third faction thing is a hot debate for Cold Steel 2. Only because they ended up just helping out the military a lot anyways and going against the Noble Alliance.
I'm not even sure the guild could come up with a plan this wild.
I'm okay on that because I just ultimately just think of it as they could do what they want without chain of command.
Well, it's fair to say I've learned a lot from the way the guild's members handle things, yourself included. Oh, and Alphen?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you to remain on board the Courageous as well. This ship is technically the property of the Arner household, fathers in particular. It should give them a certain freedom to act if they have concrete backing from a member of the Imperial family.
I'd be happy to. Henceforth, I, Princess Alphen Rice Arnor, will guarantee the legitimacy of their actions. So do whatever you see fit to do. You have my full support.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Wow!
We are truly honored to have you with us.
No turning back now.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, what's up, Kirito? What's with the hee-hee?
We hereby humbly accept custody of the Courageous.
Please, leave Eastern Erebonia to us.
We'll be counting on you then.
I'm looking forward to toasting your future successes.
Very subtle.
I'm leaving you in charge of the Courageous's day-to-day operations. I don't doubt you'll make a fine acting captain.
It would be an honor.
Our Erebonian mascot is in charge. You look cute. Nishi, you say? Yep, she's the Erebonian mascot. And hey, Zuyoi, welcome back. Or that, yeah, assuming that you stepped away. How you doing? Nice. What are you cooking? Well, don't die. We want you around the streams. Myself, Galefire, I'm sure. Other things. Other peoples. Fried cake sounds good, though, but good luck. I'm not much of a cook. Can you send some to all of us? One of the Trista songs. Been a while. I'm gonna miss Sharon in particular.
Master Rean, would you mind accepting this?
And I'm getting her accessory again. It's a really good accessory. Hovels is also great. But I don't know, I just ended up...
It's a little something I've always kept with me. I hope it will be of some use to you.
It's like I always ended up just using, hanging out with Sharon because she's awesome.
Thank you, Sharon. You're always taking care of us, you know that?
Now I got 2 copies of Black Virtue.
I almost wish you could stay with us longer. I feel like I have so much more I could learn from you.
I would like to remain here and continue to serve you as well, you know. I wish you the very best in the days to come. I'm sure that if you try, you will find a place worthy of you in this world.
Well, the late Master Rean, you know, that could be a thing. Or I could just one-shot everyone with someone. Probably Laura or Sarah.
Thank you. I'll do what I can.
I also hope that you'll continue to care for Lady Elisa in more ways than one.
Will do.
Sharon, stop!
We'll all take care of her while you're away, so don't worry.
You're missing the point.
Well then, it's time we bid you all a fond farewell for now. Chin up, Alphen. I'm counting on your charm to keep everyone motivated.
May the goddess be with you.
I look forward to the stories you'll have to tell when next we meet, Laura.
Good luck, Father.
Well, there they go. You think they'll be okay on their own?
Only the goddess herself knows for certain. Still, with some already calling this a second advent of the War of the Lions.
Maybe friend cakes, you're right, Kirito.
I can only hope they make it through unscathed.
Oh, I'm sure they'll all be just fine. They don't bear the symbol of the horned lion for show.
Yes, I suppose you're right. And the same goes for me, too. I can't very well call myself a Thor's alumnus and fail to deliver.
Well, well, aren't we birds of a feather? Proud Thor's graduates unite. I'll be in touch with them plenty in the coming weeks, so don't worry. The old guard will do as it must to keep watch over the young and vigilant. Speaking of the old guard, Chancellor Osborne was also a Thor's graduate, was he not?
Oh yeah. I got a notification from Discord. Must be from Blue. Yep, I was gonna kill Blue. And he thought Zero no Kiseki had a happy ending. Well, it does, but it needed it because I don't know, Kiseki's crazy stuff happens. I played through it last year. Hopefully you could still hang around here at Izio. Just open up multiple streams and just jump around everywhere. I'm sure you'll be fine. Or if you want to hang out in Blues, no problem.
Yes, he was.
I'll probably join in later. I want to make more progress tonight.
Sorry to say, I can't picture it.
I'm not too interested in the start of Ano Kiseki. I'm more interested in the later things.
Was he now?
and I may have had our differences, but I still feel a certain loss with his passing.
Yeah, there you go. That's the spirit. And oh man, coming late October, think about it. Sheppy, Galefire, Blue, and myself are likely going to be playing Cold Steel 3 at the same time. I'm going to be the slowest about it because I enjoy, you know, immersing myself in chatting with all the NPC locals and nerding out. Though they might be equally as slow, you know, Blue and Sheppy just kind of doing their gimmicks or getting distracted by something else. And Galefire, he'll probably just beat the whole game before we even finish chapter 1 or something. Because it's Galefire, he's a speed gamer.
I'd like to express my condolences to you while I have the chance.
I'm afraid I never had the chance to truly get to know him. But there's no doubt in my mind that he was one of the greatest men of our time.
Thank you.
Still, it must be tough for you with Heimdall under the Alliance's thumb. Were you able to find out where his funeral was held?
Actually...
Music is dying down here.
Captain?
Is something amiss?
It's just that I received a strange report on that very issue. I was told his body was taken into the custody of the Imperial Guardsmen when the city was occupied. But then after that, it simply disappeared at some point.
Very important.
Disappeared, you say?
Is it possible the reformist faction could have taken it from them?
I'm afraid I don't know. It is possible that the Intelligence Division did something to that effect.
A disappearing corpse is certainly cause for concern. It's difficult not to draw parallels with the Lance Maiden's sudden death following the War of the Lions.
Unbelievable. I'm almost impressed how much trouble one man can stir up, even from beyond the grave. He had so many plots in motion, I doubt even his death put a stop to them all.
You could say that again. I don't know if Kiseki already spoiled the outcome of things in the Cold Steel 2, actually. But I won't remind of that. If you forget, maybe it's better. Oh boy.
No change in weather or wind direction since entering Kreutzen provincial airspace.
We are currently cruising at a speed of 3,000 SPH. Nothing abnormal detected on the radar thus far.
I suddenly need to use the restroom. Sorry guys, one moment. Okay, I am back. So I'm thinking of playing this until 11 or 12 o'clock. Let's see how I feel afterwards.
Detour around the Twin Dragons Bridge, staying within the clouds.
Maybe I'm not going to be talking too much. I don't want to force it too hard. It's taxing.
Take extra care that we aren't noticed by the Noble Alliance's surveillance.
And it doesn't feel genuine when I just kind of force myself into conversation sometimes. That's why sometimes I feel like my 14 streams maybe have been a little more successful at times.
Yes, ma'am.
It's also probably because it's 14 and it's more unique things to discuss.
Wow, she's a real natural at this.
Yeah, it's hard to believe she's only been in the position for a day.
Indeed. She has proved a worthy captain in Father's place.
As if anyone could fit the role better than our student council president.
She still looks like a mascot character, though.
Oh yeah, she does. That's why Kondo reused her in Tokyo Xanadu. Maybe it's a ploy for something, that she can travel between dimensions or something.
That's just one of her many charms.
Yeah, and besides, I can feel at ease knowing she's in charge. So, today's the day we start our journey anew, right?
You could say that.
Right. We settled what we'll be doing last night. Now all that remains is to do it.
More cutscene. And Reen in the hot seat. Our glorious leader.
Well, Toa and George should be able to handle the day-to-day running of the ship, so that's out of the way. And whatever we decide, it's not like we're going to be able to do anything major today. Still, I think it's time we start hammering down exactly what we're going to be doing from tomorrow onward.
In theory, the Courageous gives us the ability to fly around the whole country with ease. But, in reality, the Noble Alliance has control over most of Erebonia, so we're limited in where we can actually go.
Yeah, we don't want to risk getting too close to Alliance territory. We'd run the risk of being captured, or even worse, being shot down.
It's sad to think how we barely have anywhere we can land with an amazing airship like this at our disposal.
Care to share your thoughts on this, instructor?
Oh, you kids can just do whatever you want.
She just wants to observe and munch on popcorn.
I lost the will to put in any effort after Captain Classy got off.
She's just being lazy.
You slacker.
I'm pleased that you think so highly of my father, but...
Maybe Laura can hook you up with a one-on-one lecture on the Arcade School of Quartzmanship, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, Milliam.
I was kidding. In all seriousness, if you need more people fighting in whatever you end up doing, I'll be happy to help you out. Just don't forget that the Courageous was entrusted to you kids, not to me.
She's just gonna take on the supervisory role.
If you want my advice, then you got it. But you need to be able to make all the important decisions on your own.
Of course.
You almost sound like an instructor for once.
Kind of.
Getting back to the matter at hand. We don't need to decide everything right at this moment. What say you to figuring out how and what for now? Come again?
I assume what would be our overall goal. Something realistic that we can all work together towards. And the how would be a basic idea on how we intend to achieve it.
Uh-huh. It's a little trick we use in the student council. It's easier to get motivated when you have a specific goal in mind.
You guys were doing the same kind of thing in the weeks before the Academy Festival, remember? The concert was what you were working toward, and all your other planning was how you intended to pull it off.
I see. That makes sense.
We did spend a lot of time before and during the festival working out all the details, come to think of it.
Not to mention taking care of the things we couldn't plan, like the strange stuff at the old schoolhouse.
We were coordinating with all of the other classes and clubs at the same time, too.
When you break it down step by step, we did so much without even realizing it. And we may have our own personal goals right now, but if we can wrap those up into one overarching goal, it won't seem half as much.
How about making it something related to the Academy itself, then?
Oh, they love their school so much.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
I wonder what's happening there.
Toa, George, the Academy is currently under the Noble Alliance's control, right?
That's right. The staff and students who are there are doing what they can, but
As you know, during the attack, a lot of the students managed to flee Trista and are now scattered across the country. Now, most of the upper-class students chose to stick it out, though. They've got no reason to fear the Alliance, being nobles and all.
All right, then. I think our what should be taking back the Academy.
If they love their school that much.
that sounds good to me. The Courageous will serve as a good means of transport, but we'll need a proper base sooner or later.
But with it, we can get a better look at the current state of things in Erebonia and try to reach out to those who are in need.
And whatever information we learn along the way could bring us that much closer to liberating the Academy.
Can't see taking it back going that smoothly, though.
No doubt. It's near the capital, so its defenses are gonna be rock solid.
Still, I like it. What goal is more worthy of us than reclaiming something we hold so dear?
Indeed. Regardless of personal motivations, I can't think of an objective more fitting to us as a group.
And if we actually manage to achieve it, the sky's the limit for us.
I'm genuinely moved by your positivity. Well, their optimism is probably their strongest point.
Well, the second games are ultimately an optimistic series.
We were thinking of something along the same lines, in fact, so it works out. And hey, if we all thought about it, what's to stop the others from thinking it too? So if you happen to bump into anyone who escaped from the Academy, why not go and ask them to join us? I'm not saying it has to be your primary focus or anything, but the more people we have on our side, the better.
We're gonna try to recruit everyone.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, we'll be sure to keep an eye out.
We have about the bare minimum crew we need to fly at the moment, but it's not like this is their full-time job. I'm sure our current staff won't be here forever, so we're gonna need a few extra hands on board at some point. Ideally, we could have whoever's here now stick around long enough to train anyone we end up recruiting.
I know our numbers are small right now, but the more people we can get on our side, the higher chance we stand of making Trista and the Academy our home again. And I don't know about you, but I get this weird sense of satisfaction knowing that we students are gonna be the ones to do it.
I know the feeling, actually. Everything works for me.
I'd say that's our how decided, wouldn't you?
Agreed. To wrap all this up, we'll use the Courageous as our base and as a way to get a good idea of the current state of things in Eastern Erebonia. Along the way, we'll try to recruit as many fellow Thor students to help us out as we can. All for the sake of our primary goal, taking back Thor's military academy.
Well, that's our objective ultimately. Oh, we still got side quests. Oh, joy. It's a computer. Badass in danger. Pattery. Two required. And it's something from Toa, Monica, Mint, Casper, and Vivi. I know what they all are. all over the eastern half of the country. Yes. So after we do the required quests, then something is going to be happening to advance the story. Yeah, so Cold Steel 2 has a base building mechanic of sorts, reminiscent of Suikoden games, where you have your home base, and then you recruit more people, and more features and shops and stuff are added to it. Yeah, who's gonna add you? Four people. Definitely Sarah and Laura. They're the babes. And probably Elise and Eustace. Sorry, guys. Useful abilities, and I like them. Maybe I'll mix it up here and there. Let's go, go, go. I hope everyone's doing alright meanwhile. And now we got our title card, Act 2. The Awakening Lions. Oh, Act 2. Oh, still a little more dialogue. So, you know how I like to talk to NPCs and kind of like to follow along stories and such? You know, just liking some of their going-ons and immersing myself into the games and stuff. You know, with most of the games, you just go to one town at a time, you just talk to NPCs or Alpha there, and, you know, when the story updates, you talk to them some more. Cold Steel 2, though, that you get to fly around the previous towns you visited, and after story segments, nearly all of them, you know, would have updated dialogues and stuff across the eastern half of the country. It drove me nuts the last time I was playing through the game. That's why I ultimately decided, you know what? I could get tired easily, and, you know, sometimes it could just kind of slow me down, or I could get sleepy talking to the NPC dialogue, but I can enjoy them depending on my mindset too. So I still do it anyways. I honestly don't know how to best approach this, because it's overwhelming and it's gonna get bigger and bigger as the games continue. And I'm not gonna follow every single point. I'm probably just gonna hover around the secrets and such, and probably just play it by ear from there. Don't get me started on, you know, talking with people in the airships and stuff too, like right now. So we're gonna see how this goes. So the pacing can be very wonky, and there's not a whole lot going on story-wise for a little while. Like, the middle segment can be a drag. We'll be talking to these guys before they leave us. And the airship, if I recall from last time, it's pretty big. We'll take our sweet time just slowly exploring things. Yep, those are not unlocked yet. We have someone in here. So, we're just going to be slowly going through Act 2, no rush. And if I'm going to be talking to some people, I don't want to burn myself out or overwhelm myself. There might be a string of shorter streams, but, you know, slow and steady. Still got time. And if I'm going to be doing shorter streams, at least I'll make them numerous, so it feels like we're still making progress. Yeah, we gotta use the Rufus Showdown to take care of eventually. And hey, Alpin. And Alpin is just having the time of her life. The medals. Erebonians love giving medals. this is not really much of a, folding screen, you could see right through it. I thought it's supposed to, have privacy and stuff. With the bed behind and everything. Oh well. We got someone in here. Oh yeah, uses. And that's CP. Yeah, let's see what we got here. It's not much though, but we can talk to this guy. Yeah, it's like this ship underwent a lot of remodeling, and I don't remember some of this stuff. And just for the fun of it. You know, just maxing out my items. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in the Courageous. That's the spirit. Let's have everyone. And we'll work on orbits and such a little later. Storage room stuff. And nap room. And hey, Gaius and Birdie. Oh, he's really feeling the wind. Scream. With the Windtalk. Two more floors. Hey, it's the game room. Shall we save limited? We got some snowboards too. We'll be fine, especially on New Game Plus. She's so salty. Her grandmother is so wise and taught her many things. We got 3 more people on this floor. Yeah. I agree, Courageous is a cooler sounding name. Aw. Well, we had fish burgers. That was nice. Well, you see, it's not my place to answer that. Yeah, they're rivals. No. That's not a nice thing to say. Yeah, we're only human. They're only human. It's not one of my favorite songs, but it's pretty neat in the way. No. Orville Pike is also best girl. Hey, George. Yeah, that does sound pretty fun. Sounds like a plan. First, let's unlock more slots for characters. A whole lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 guys to take care of. We gotta achieve our full broken potential. So much to unlock. Like, seriously. At least everyone's level 1. It's something to strive towards. Also, let's see, can we get evasion 2? Yes, we can. But we don't have enough. We can get covers. Ooh, I didn't know we got that. Oh, it's the 50th anniversary now of Kiseki. Let's have it for fun. Okay, how do you equip the plates though? Okay, equip it through there, right? Yeah, nice. It's fitting. And we got 2 characters here. Oh, one. Yeah, 2 characters. For a change of pace. Hey, Peyton. I remember you in our cell. You'll be missed. And let's talk to Bellabro here. Hey, Kirito, what's up? Alright, sounds good. Enjoy yourself. Oh, that's nice. I have a weird, silly question. Sometimes you mention that, you put my stream on TV. Has that still been the case? Or, you just ship using the TV for other stuff? Oh, that's too spicy for my liking. Oh boy. So now here comes the part that's just going to drive me nuts during this act, and I have no idea how I'm going to really, organize myself for it. I know. And Kirito, keep in mind this. That
Where do you want to go?
After every major story point, the dialogues in these lands are going to change. And there's a lot of places. This is going to drive me nuts. Well, Erebony is a big country, but this is only the eastern half. There's a whole other part of the country past Time Dollar in the west. So I don't know how I'm gonna be tackling this whole open-endedness of the maps if I like to talk to NPCs. As much as it slows down the gameplay and stuff. I'm very, very conflicted about it, you know, playing it on stream, and I'm just keep debating with myself. And yeah, as more areas get unlocked in Erebonia, imagine after every story segment that all the NPC dialogues are going to change. Like I was saying earlier, you was probably away. It drove me nuts the last time I was playing Cold Steel 2 a few years ago. So, we'll figure out how I'm going to be doing things. That is all. And we got quests and stuff around the areas too. We'll just play it by ear. So, the pacing is going to be really, really wonky. And for those who are sticking around and watching me and stuff, just do your best to deal with me and my crazy adventures. And there's stuff we could pick up here. Treasure chests and all that good stuff too. Fee and Sarah. And the chests are plenty. Yeah, everyone else is just kind of beelining through the game. Yeah, like I said, I'm just conflicted because even then I get tired of it myself because sometimes like, okay, part of me just wants to advance the story, but I kind of like talking to some of the people. But it can tire me out as well, so it's a really love-hate relationship sort of thing. Sometimes I feel like I wish I don't burden myself with such a thing, but then, you know, I get into some moments, so it depends on the NPCs. And very importantly, let's start equipping people. Let's give Sarah some good accessories. At least some decent ones to start with. Let's think of stuff to give her, and let's give Gaius his evade too. Oh wait, we don't have it yet. And Sarah's got good art stats. She's well-rounded enough to do strength for arts. You're probably just gonna be spamming a lot of arts, but you know. You know what? I gave War dominance and Reed dominance. Let's give some dominance to Sarah for a little while. Let's have our fun. This is also good. And we should give someone proper healing and everything, so that's probably going to be Elisa. Or actually maybe Eustace, he'll be support. Yeah, like I said, I'm just feeling conflicted on stuff, so I'm gonna be just back and forth on my approach. I'm just being so indecisive on many matters. Well, let's still give Green Dragon Vision a good measure. This is good. Oh, we're gonna give him Chrono Burst though, that's for sure. Him and Lisa should get one. Chrono Drive, I mean. Burst first. Yeah, let the mages have front first. Now let's give them some different elementals and stuff. Yeah, sure, why not? Back to Sarah. Sarah the fastest? Yeah, she is. And she's got domination and all the good stuff.
Let's ride.
And you can summon the bike now, as it was explained. So we'll just be winging things and see how it approach.
Oh, look! There's a treasure chest!
Let's ride.
Gotta collect all the chests for my trophy. Ooh, nice.
Let's ride.
And for all my whinings and potential complaints and stuff, thank you guys for listening. I'm just, you know, insecure and just pondering things, so I appreciate the encouragement.
Oh, what could it be?
So I appreciate the encouragement
Let's get
from
going.
Kirito, and I appreciate anyone else who, you know, says it's okay to do the things my way and all that. Because I'm never sure. I'm not even sure myself, because sometimes I could just kind of tire myself out, or I'm not in the mood for it. But I still kind of like to. So, before we get skipping around a lot of people, maybe just save for one or two. Like, we're gonna talk to our fellow students here, that's for sure. But for a lot of outsiders, we'll see. It's our radio junkie. But this is an optimistic series, so there is room for idealism. Hey, Monica. Good luck with the struggles, Kirito. Hope all is well. I think I'm going to be talking a little bit less just to kind of relax a little more with this and just kind of process through everything. I'm not going to force myself on entertainment. I'm sure you guys understand. That's one. Now I should look at game facts a little bit just to see about any secrets and missables. It's very important. Okay. We got an NPC around here that will teach us a recipe. Her. I remember you. Gotta dig pink hair. I like you, tank lady. I'll talk to you. Hey, Rex. Oh, I saw that, Sarah. I heard worse ideas. Rex has matured since the previous game where he was just chasing skirts and taking pictures of ladies. And now he wants to be a war photographer. Exactly, Elisa. Well, he didn't fully change. Now we're gonna talk to Best Dad. Sounds good. Well, let's see. Hello again. He doesn't trust folks. One moment. And I'll be back and use the restroom again. I'm back. I got a little carried away, you know, watching Galefire for a moment, and watching the Machias story arc. He's been giving Machias a real hard time, so it was just kind of interesting to see his reactions. You know, for a player who's going through these games blind. Now back to my own thing. So many people I want to watch and just wondering what's going on with them, but it's like, I got my own stream too. I could do what I like in my domain, but you know how it is. I'm feeling a little ADD. Okay, next. Now to the rest area. One moment. Alright, thank you for your patience, guys. I could get carried away and just wondering, hey, what's going on with other folks? So I did need to use the restroom and all. Not feeling 100%. I think I know who. I forgot who it was, but I think I know who. No problem. And for anyone else lurking around, thank you for your patience as always. I'm not the most focused streamer, but you know, no excuses really. Just I'm not the most focused streamer. I just like to check messages or check around other things. It's kind of what I do offline too. I'd be more focused, there's more people around, because you know, there's greater expectations, but when there's like not much viewers or not much going on, it's like, I could do what I want. If people are more responsive, then I feel like a bigger responsibility. Yep, I'm the chill streamer. And truth be told, I try to be a funny streamer as well sometimes, but I can't really do the whole, you know... I feel like my humor and the way I make people laugh is just kind of bouncing back and forth between people, not on my own. Or just share funny pictures. My humor lies more in, you know, countering people or just or sharing stuff. Yep, funny pictures is a fun time. Like, I remember the one time you were in your stream, Kira, till you were talking about, you know, the strengths of some of the streamers and stuff. Like, you were talking about, you know, Blue has this unique sense of humor, and you were talking about Galefire's humor, and it was like, in me, it's like super chill. It's like, oh, I also kind of want to be entertaining in some sense too, truth be told. But my entertaining is just kind of different, or I have to kind of forge things around. I'm just doing real talk here. Well, let's go to the fortress. And there's Crossbell. It did not get over the barrier this time.
Let's ride. Thank you, guys. Let's ride.
Wait. Let's adjust the party. For a very specific reason. That's nice, we could change our party practically anytime. Let's do this.
Let's get this over with.
Okay.
I'm bringing the thunder now.
Okay. Here goes.
Overdrive!
There we go.
Here I go. Now. Okay, Sarah. Right.
Leave it to me.
See if you can live through this.
I hit the little button by accident.
You just keep getting faster.
Call it a growth spurt. Done.
Craft get. Sweet 2. Okay, it took care of that.
Let's ride.
Of course. It's you. Oh, yeah, we should have looked for Ricky. I remember that in Celtic. The game over song. GG, yeah. At this point in the timeline, with the final chapter, Fran is in the hospital. She was one of the victims during the crossbow raid in the beginning of Chapter 4 of Ao Kiseki. And Cold Steel 2 is concurrent with Ao Kiseki's final chapter. And the way, Fran turned down Hansen was a quest from Zero no Kiseki where, she happened to mention, there was someone she really admires, and he misunderstood and thought it was another guy and was heartbroken. But she was just talking about her big sister, Noelle, oblivious to kind of the romantic situation. And look who appears. There's a few optional bosses to fight. Cryptids are on the loose. Well, since we're on New Game Plus, let's go fight the Cryptid right away. Very, very dangerous enemy that's meant to be fight near the end of the game. Well, let's see if we can take it on. Yeah, let's try fighting it. I got in-game equipment. Look at that guy.
A worthy adversary.
Though I forgot
My
to,
turn.
you know, replenish CP with Sarah. I'm sure we'll be fine. Or we get destroyed, whichever.
All right, let's do this.
Understood. My turn.
Hut!
Oh, please.
Leave it to me.
See if we can do some damage.
I'm sorry. Can you handle this? I'll show you how it's done.
Oh, darn it, useless.
Onward. Fly. They're off guard.
You're mine! Okay.
Now. An opening.
Oh, please.
Now. An opening.
My turn. Sorry.
I'll handle this.
Did I give Elisa healing stuff? No, I have not. Oops. I gotta do this though.
Light!
I'm not well prepared for it, but I just wanted to see how I do.
Rain upon us!
I'll handle this. Now's our chance. Don't let it pass!
Leave this to me.
Leave it to me! You didn't see that coming! Now! Let's do this, girl!
Acknowledged. This could be an issue. Hup!
Oh, please.
Leave it to me!
Very well. Now's our chance. Don't let it pass!
Leave this to me. Leave this to me. Shatter! They're off guard.
You're mine! Leave it to me!
Just to be on the safe side.
Huh?
Predictable. Now's our chance.
You're mine!
No problem.
Let's give it a shot.
Hip!
Oh, crap. This is bad.
I messed up. Not here! Hip!
Was there a zero hearts?
Thank you.
I won't lose.
I forgot to give Eustace has Seraphic Ring. problem.
Sorry, would you mind?
With pleasure.
We need to work on that. Yeah, I have to start thinking about my team compositions again.
You have my thanks.
Oh, I have an idea.
You're mine!
I'll handle this.
No, I thought I gave him Seraphic Ring. Well, let's try our best to see. If we die, we die. I want to see if I can turn this around. If not, then no big deal.
Thanks.
Leave it to me.
Very well. Very well. Now's our chance. Don't let it pass!
You can leave this to me!
I'll handle this.
I'm being a little conservative.
Curse you!
Oh, they're angry. This is the part that trips me up. Aging flip. And I definitely checked there was no zero arts.
I messed up.
I would have managed the fight pretty okay if it's not for its magic casting. I like living the courageous. I got a plan B. I'm gonna try this just for fun. I have a way to easily restore CP. And this is how we get back.
Where do you want to go?
We're gonna fly over to Ymir, soak
Leave
our
it to
subs in
me.
the hot springs, restore 200 CP, and go back and kick its ass and blitzkrieg the whole monster. And we'll say hello to 1 or 2 people. Or 3 or 4 or 5. I like you, Maple. Yay for 200 CP restoration, and all for free too. And hey, Purple. Maybe it's monsters again. Yeah. I should give it to, yeah, Seraph is what I needed. I mixed things up. That should give... let me change things around a little bit. Yay, charger. And I don't think I gave Eustace anything to either. Definitely want to give him more speed. Now that should be given to Elisa. This is more healing support in my case. As I say so. I had more speed up accessories. Oh, there we go. I don't remember if there's hidden quests or not. Anyways, back to Courageous and let's try fighting the boss again. And I don't know if Overdrive is refilled or not. That would have helped.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Why am I wrong?
Let's ride.
Why not do this? Let's do this again. I don't have to fight him, I just want to.
This one looks like a toughie.
Forgot to switch over to
My turn.
Eustace. I'll try to do this right. Saw nothing.
Huh? Okay, let's get moving.
Or Noble Command and Chrono Burst stuff. Oh god, he has, the enemy has.
This might actually be.
Here I go.
I can do this.
My turn.
It's kind of a waste, but I have my ideas. Where is it?
Okay.
Just in case safety battle still. Oh god, already.
My turn.
But let's try. And if I don't survive this, I'm dead, and I'll just try later. I'm being a little stubborn.
My turn.
Now's our chance. Don't let it pass.
Leave it to me!
Very well. Now's our chance. Don't let it pass.
Leave this to me! This could be an issue. Behold the light of the Archsage School! Radiant
Nice switch. Use this for something else.
Gather on my blade!
Let's see if you can live through this.
I'll handle this.
Yeah, why not? Wait, did I ever switch his weapon?
Your end is sure.
I don't think I ever switched his weapon steel for one. Oh, I win. Blitzkrieg strategy for the win. And that was under level spook.
What a waste of our time. Let's go.
Yep, I got nothing though. Seraph is good. Sepith is good. It's the Lost Arts. It's cool, but I don't really use them. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's very situational, not really worth it. But it's cool looking. Let's rest up at least, because you never know. Let's explore around the by-road area. I think there's some hidden quests and stuff in the by-road. Let me double check. Can we restore to 200 CP? Yep, we're good. So I see ELFR is doing relatively well in Cold Steel. Have you been checking out the Blues Ano Kiseki playthrough, Izayoi or Kirito? Oh, so you've been faring.
Let's ride.
exploring around the area a little bit. Okay. Enjoying the music is always good. I don't know, Kiseki has a great soundtrack, but the beginning stuff isn't really my favorite. Like, the first dungeon is so-so, theme-wise, even though fitting. And I don't like the battle theme as much as Zero's. But a lot of other stuff is awesome. Hey guys. Well, we got our chef already. Yeah, that was my second favorite game. It's awesome. Sky's second chapter is my personal favorite because of the emotional highs are really, really high. And I get sappy and emotional during a lot of the cutscenes in second chapter. Cold Steel 2 is actually my least favorite. I still like the game, but I like the rest of them more. And especially since, well, Act 2 is overwhelming and my pace, I'm going to be all over the place in how I'm going to be doing stuff in this chapter. So it's going to be slow and steady, real slow and steady. I am very looking forward to how Blue is going to be doing the final boss fight for Al. Awesome battle theme, and he likes the mechanics fights, and that boss is the king of mechanics. But we got a ways to go for that. Especially on like Gale, he takes his time, and he likes to subvert our expectations a lot on his random streams. Oh yeah, Chapter 4 is also awesome. And me, we're just gonna be chilling away, taking our sweet time, while playing other stuff on the side. Yeah, Al's Chapter 4 was amazing. Really crazy. I think the middle parts can be kind of slow if you're just kind of going around, you know, talking to NPCs like I do. But the start of it and the finish of it is a roller coaster ride for sure. Yeah, excellent chapter. And usually a lot of the Cult Trails chapters start slowly and then builds up toward the end. Al's Chapter 4 just craziness right from the beginning, and no other chapters so far have really captured that. Yeah, let's help them out. And curiously, Cold Steel 2, how does it rank with you, Izuyoi?
Let's get going.
What do you like less than Cold Steel 2? And it's fair. Yeah, I'm not that crazy like on Skyter like others are. It's my third least favorite so far. Mostly because I like the doors a lot, really good lore and character moments, but the dungeons themselves and the main story is kind of weak into the last 2 chapters. And I didn't like the soundtrack as much as second chapters or some of the other Kiseki games.
Let's get going.
I just thought the main structure was a little weak and not as good music as my main things. Only the last 2 chapters feel like it really picked up for me. I thought it was great, but the doors were good.
Enemy sighted. Let's take them out. My turn.
They're good.
Second form. That's that. Let's keep moving. Let's get going.
Can't go there yet.
Let's ride. Let's ride.
And let me just check up on something for a moment.
Let's get going.
And it's right there. Nope, not that one.
Let's ride.
And of course, we just
Let's get going.
automatically go back. Yeah, the Blazing Maiden? I didn't know that. Okay, so we're done with this area. Let's do Legram next, because if I remember, there's a Legram quest that connects to Ymir, so might as well. We'll talk with peeps later.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Yeah, still mystified. And the boys here being pretty cute. Oh yeah. We should bring Matthias to this. For a particular reason. Let's have Matthias and Eustace together. Yep. Uh-huh. You were just crying. Yeah, worth keeping Eustace around. Uh-huh. That is a good question. Badass Endangered quest started. She's in the Ymir. I already know that. How you two doing? Enjoying your extended stay? Yeah, I like Legram. That's my favorite town in Cold Steel. And I like a lot of NPCs here, so I'm probably going to be talking to them the most out of everyone. And how you holding up? Oh, let me check for any secrets in Legram. That's important. Nothing really in Legram, so we're okay here. But we do have Vivian Casper to find. How you doing? And let's talk to the best priest. He's being wise, despite his immaturity. Good luck to you, sister. And here's one of my favorite NPCs. It's not like her to be kind of pessimistic like that. Well, you heard the lady. Oops. Exactly, Fee. Especially Reen sometimes. And now let's go to Casper. Which town is it? Oh, we got all the Imperial Chronicle news. Oh, let's might as well read it. The most unbiased of news. I was wondering why this was feeling a little hot. The air conditioner was off. The outlet was switched off by accident. I'll change that soon. We're gonna be stopping in a little while anyways. Yeah, there's a bit of a suspension of disbelief that the ship can just kind of hover around all day and no one's going to catch them. And we got another. How's everyone doing here? Oh, hey. You like him? There's no one noteworthy in the mansions. I think we're good here. Well, let's go stop by the Bracer Guild. Alright, no problem, Izzy. Well, we already figured that out. Oh, let's go to Ymir.
go! Full speed ahead!
Well, here they are. I'm sure there's a misunderstanding. She's being all soon. Is it like, yeah, whatever. Making a major round trip. No, it's a nice foot bath place. Sweat drop. And with that, it's midnight. I've made good Cold Steel 2 progress tonight. I feel satisfied with that. I felt that, you know, I was not the most focused on Thursday for obvious reasons, and I have not been energetic during my weekday streams because of work, exhaustion, and playing through a story-heavy game is, you know, not the best idea at times. So, we're going to be resuming more of that on Tuesday. Tomorrow I'll play through some leisurely Final Fantasy XIV and then Bad Games Sunday. Let's see who's streaming at the moment. Oh, I was gonna raid Dr. Pikachu because he's been a good friend to my stream, but looks like he just finished. So he's out. Or he's having trouble or something because it's not loading. Let me check through my browser. And I've streamed Rated Blue yesterday, so I don't feel that I don't want to, you know, do the same persons just because. I'm very shy to do randoms. Maybe I'll bother Gale. Oh, I know. Yeah, I usually bother them a lot, so I want to do someone different. I know who to raid. I was saying hi to him earlier, let's say hi to him again. He's a good dude. Super Derek RPGs. He's playing through 3 retro JRPGs at the same time with his jukebox hero gimmick. it's pretty neat. And we need to drag him into Kaseki at some point. For now, I hope you guys have a good night, and until next time,